I want to tell you about Get Going Fast, the best way to get into working AI and to do it fast.
So we are going to create something like that just now. We're going to go through 3 different AI apps and show you how you can actually take this stuff and be productive with it. We're going to create a model. We're going to use our SwarmUI and we're going to use a Flux model. We're going to create a great face, okay? A high resolution, nice face that we want to work with. Actually, you know what we're going to do after that? We're going to go throw it into MagicQuill so that we can add some parts to it to make it look exactly the way that we want to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use F5 TTS, the plus version, because we're going to go get some YouTube stuff, download it, get the voice we want, create some text, and then for the coup de grace of it all, we're going to throw it into an app I'm going to introduce you to that's on the internet at Infinity.ai, and we are going to make the lips move and the face and the eyes blink and all of that, and you're going to be like, wow, okay, because this is a really cool workflow that we're going to work on. But before we do that, please do like the channel, share it, tell the neighbors about it, tell the nerd kid at school about it. At least you'll have one friend, okay? And also want to just let you know we're offering membership gifts. So actually, as you're getting closer to the holidays, you got more time to do stuff. Dude, pay $5-10, get something for a buddy, get them involved into it, because I'm telling you, it's a lot funner when you're working on this stuff with other people. And that being said, you're also welcome to come over to our Discord and just hang out with us during the day, because we're literally on there just working on AI all day long. So, all right, well, we're going to jump into this workflow, creating a cool lip syncing image, and I think you're going to find it very fulfilling. So let's get going, yo. All right, so let's get going. So first thing we're going to do is we got to open up our image generator, because we got to get a face that we're going to use to make move and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is we'll head over to our File Explorer, and we're going to open up our F5. So, or not our F5. We're going to open up our SwarmUI. So if you have gotten the video gen pack, all you got to do is click here. So again, you get that by going to the Patreon page and just downloading it, and that will load up that quick. Oh, hold on just a sec. There we go. All right, so it loads up that quick. I hate how it does this. This is an OBS issue here. Get that screen resized for you. Okay, and so this is going to be really easy. What we're going to do is just create a picture that we want to use. So let's go ahead and click on models, and it will have over here our different models. So we could actually do SG 3.5 might be good, but Flux is good too. I'm going to go ahead and use the Schnell, which is the quick one. And I'm running video stuff here, so we'll see how well it goes. So let's go ahead and delete this out, and let's type in here a redheaded, let's type a 42-year-old redheaded Irish woman with freckles. She is looking at the camera. She's looking at the camera. Behind her are mountain crags. Oops, mountain crag. And the ocean in the distance. Headshot. Okay, then we could go down here to our negative stuff, and we could just put malformed. This is what I typically do: malformed, deformed. Okay, so we could. Now, when we're running Flux, your CFG has to be at 1. Okay, if you try to do anything other than 1 on your CFG scale, it will mess up. And you can find that here in your settings under core parameters. Okay, blap. All right, now let's go down to our resolution. It's got us going 124 by 124, so that's probably fine. Let's go ahead and click our generate, and we'll see how long this takes. Again, I'm running this, whoops, I dragged the wrong thing. I'm running this video which slows stuff down. Oh, that was pretty fast. Okay, so it's coming up, and you can see it diffusing here, or whatever you call it with Flux. You can see it developing. Okay, she's a pretty woman. This will be a good one. So we'll give it a second longer. And there we go. Wow, yeah, that turned out nice. Huh, she looks like a girl I used to know. Okay, let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is click on it to make it go big, just like that. And then I'm going to right click on it. I'm just going to save it to a folder. So I'm just going to put it on my desktop. You can't see it on your thing, but just go to a place, right click, and create a folder. And we're going to save it to there. And I'm going to give it a short name here. I guess I can show you what I'm doing here. Hold on just a sec. Let's go back over to File Explorer. And you see down here, it gave it a long name. But, oh, you can't see. God darn it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's just give it a short name. I'm just going to give it a short name, A. That way it's easy to work with if I need to convert it later, because it's not like I'm going to be saving this. So, okay, so going back there, we have our image. That was really easy. We loaded up the SwarmUI, loaded up the Flux model, threw in something, it's done. Now let's go in and let's make some changes to the image. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back over to our other file explorer here. Where did that go? Hold on just a second. There we go. And now let's go find where we've done our MagicQuill. So we're going to go here, same thing. If you've gotten the quick installer, you'll have a run. So we'll just go ahead and click that. That's going to load up. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and close out the other program. But this is loading. Should be able to see it here. So we just got to kind of wait for it. And then it's going to do the same thing. It's going to pop it up into our browser. But wait for it to load the shards. Twiddle our thumbs. Twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. And abracadabra, shamanabra. Okay, there it is. So it's loaded up. I'm going to hit the left control button, hold it down, then I'm going to click on it, and then it's going to pop up in our browser. So now we're into MagicQuill. So let's go ahead and click to upload an image. I'm going to go find where I saved that, which was on, mine was on my desktop, and let's load that in there. So, okay, let's play around with this. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's get rid of this strap. Maybe let's put a cooler shirt on or something, but let's get rid of the strap first. So I'm going to go ahead and use this negative thing here. So the plus over here is if I wanted to add something, like if I wanted to add a bird. Oh, it thinks it's a rock, but let's type bird in there. I'm not going to do this, but let's just do it just for shits and giggles. We'll do it. So the first time you go, it takes a little bit of time. All right, so it added that bird, but we're not going to do that. So let's hit the X. That was just to show you how that works, and then we can go ahead and get rid of all of that. All right, but let's grab this negative thing, and let's get rid of this strap. So we're just going to highlight all of the pieces of that, and there's one over here too. And then let's just click run, and let's see if it gets rid of it or not. Sometimes you got to run these things. Well, there we go. It got rid of it. So that was great. So let's hit the X. Okay, now let's go do something with her shirt. So let's try. I'm going to see if we can get a little creative here. Let's, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make this small so that we can get the outlines of the shirt. Okay, so we want to create something new. I like doing this because if we go out too far, it will actually create wherever we go. So like, let's say I went like that, it will create that. So we try to get it kind of in there. Let's go ahead, make this big now. So we can highlight this all in. And notice every time I click and then let go, it creates a new edge. So it keeps track of each browse or each thing that you did, and that helps when you want to undo something. So like if I did a huge swath and then screwed up and I had to undo, it would actually undo everything. So it's kind of good to break it up a little bit. But I want to try something. I want to give her a country shirt, but I want to give her a big collar. So what would that look like? That would look like something up here. So let's add a collar. I suppose we could go like this. Let's see what this does. Let's say, it's going to look weird. That's not going to turn out good. Let's say country shirt, or let's say a rodeo shirt with collars. And let's click run and let's see what that does. That's going to be all weird because of that. Okay, that looks like a clown shirt more than anything. Seeing how the collar's messed up because of that. Let's say cowboy shirt. It's close, but it's all screwed up. So let's go delete these things. See, sometimes it helps to be a good artist. Let's just see what happens if we put this in here like this. And let's say cowboy shirt. Country rodeo. Oh, that's not quite what I was thinking, but that is pretty. Let's keep that. I like that. Let's cover her hair. All right, let's see what happens if we give her a mohawk. Yo. That's some crazy stuff right there. Let's make it a little bit bigger. That's okay. It really kind of made her not so pretty anymore, but let's go ahead. Let's see what happens if we do that. That's interesting, but not quite what I was looking for. Let's add some of this. Oh, it's because it says crown. Now notice, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I'm going to right click on that and open it over here just in case we want to keep it. But notice it changed the word. So let's go mohawk. Let's go spiky. Let's go Control A, spiky mohawk. Yeah, I guess that's closer to what I was thinking. Let's go spiky auburn mohawk. There we go. That's a little bit better. Of course, then I want to change her clothes a little bit. So let's go ahead and do this. And then let's go ahead and go back to her shirt. And let's change her shirt. Because now we've gone a completely different direction. And I'm actually not going to worry about that hair because I want to get rid of that ponytail anyways. Let's give her a lacy rock band tank top. There we go. All right, so we changed her up. Now let's go ahead and get rid of this ponytail because the ponytail doesn't quite fit. So I'm going to go grab the negative. And we're just going to highlight this. And let's see what happens if we click run. Oh, okay. Well, it added that. That's cool. Let's keep that. So we could run it again, but we might as well just keep it. And then last thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this because this doesn't fit. So let's get rid of these. Okay, there we go. That's better. So let's keep that. And I feel like there's something else that we could do. Let's give her... What else could we give her? I guess last week just give her a little tattoo here. Oh, but notice I screwed it up there, so let's go right here. I'm going to give her a mole. Let's see what that does. Didn't do anything. Okay, let's put tattoo of a shark. There we go. And I don't know, anything else? Be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to see if we could do some kind of robot-y thing with her. Let's try one more thing. I don't know if we're going to do this. Let's go over to this ghost mix. I'm going to go down, click on my parameters, and open this up. This ghost mix goes ahead and it has a lot of fantasy stuff. I want to see what happens if we could give her some sort of android eyes. So I'm going to go up here, android eyes. Let's see if it... Kinda, but it doesn't quite do it. So let's... Okay, here, actually, I'm going to start this over. I'm going to make this really small. Let's see if we start here. See, well, there, I lost the... what I want to avoid doing is losing the eyeshadow. So I'll make this real fine. Oh, let's get rid of that one. And let's see what happens now if we go Android eyes. If this doesn't work, we'll just move on. That's a little bit better. Let's just keep it just because it's different. And then last thing I want to do actually is I want to remove these eyebrows. I'm going to hit the back button. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's make big eyelashes. And notice it popped it in there for us, so let's see what happens. There we go. We have totally demolished this lady. Oh, but look at it. Oh, there's the eyebrows. Eyelashes. I'm curious. Yeah, why not? Let's keep it. Okay. Anything else that we want to do to this? Maybe let's change the the eyebrow color. Let's go thin auburn. That's what we could spell it. Auburn eyebrows. Okay, so we have completely demolished this lady. Oh, we lost her tattoo though. Notice what happened. We did the tattoo and we forgot to save it. So when you do stuff, you got to press that check mark, or you'll lose it on the next thing. So that's what we forgot to do with the shark tattoo. Okay, so we got that over there, and let's give her a hickey right here. I'm just trying. Oh, shoot, I forgot to save the shark tattoo again. We're going to lose it. Okay, so that just put a tattoo there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and keep that, and let's redo our tattoo. We'll go tattoo of a mongoose. There we go. Oh, and let's give her a dimple. Right there. Let's give her a mole. Oh, I almost didn't save it again. That's too big a mole. That'd be huge. Let's make this small. There we go. And it figured out what we wanted. That didn't really do it. Let's try this. Let's go forehead crease. So some of these things it'll figure out, and some things. Oh, we're also still on our ghost shaper thing, so we should go back to dream shaper. Oh, there you go. That's kind of cool. Gave her some lines on her head. We could do that. Maybe that would actually be good. Let's do this and give her some. That's terrible. Let's get rid of that. Say tribal tattoo. Okay, good enough. Let's go ahead and use that. We're going to hit, now this thing messes up. So you can't, if we press X, we're not going to be able to save it. So I'm going to open it up in the new tab over here. Look, we went from that to that. That's pretty wild. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to right click on this and save it into my folder. Now we go ahead, we can just click it, but it doesn't really matter. It's all done now. So we've created the image that we want to take. We took a little bit of time. Okay, it's fine. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pop back over, and now we need to open up our F5 TTS Plus because we got to get a voice. So we're going to go back here. Mine's under audio. And let's go to our F5. Same thing. If you've downloaded this off the Patreon site, you'll have these things here. And so we're just going to go ahead and click Run F5 TTS. Okay. Now this is, whoops. This is the Plus version. So with this, we're going to be able to actually download easily from YouTube, okay, to get the voice one. So let's go over here. I'm going to left click on here, or left. I'm going to hold the control button down. I'm going to click it. Same thing. It's just going to pop us up into our browser, and now we're in Plus. Now the difference with the Plus is that I've added to this a YouTube downloader, so we can easily get the voices we want. We're going to use this TTS over here. Now we could use one of the pre-downloaded ones here, but we can actually get better voices online. So like we could just go here. Let's say this Norwegian Bachmal one.
IAM voice 119 on the list.
Let's type in here and we'll say, have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and most understandable and relatable way to learn. Get going fast. Gosh. Okay. And we'll make sure that spelt right. Okay. So we could just do this. We could hit synthesize. It takes just a few seconds, but it's not going to sound as good as if we get something offline. So we're going to go get something offline here, but let's go ahead and hear let's hear how it sounds.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do.
Okay, that's no good. Okay, but let's find something better than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and we're going to delete these stuff. We're done working with all this. Yeah, that's where we started. All right, so then we're going to go over to our YouTube, and let's go ahead and I'm going to find this gal here on Sky News Australia. She's got a nice voice. This gal here. So let's this Rita gal. See, we need 15 seconds of sound, and we only need something that's a few minutes long. Let's try this one. Commercial. So while this is doing its thing, oh, here we'll skip.
Brown, he is putting together a team to deliver the...
Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this, and I think we're going to be able to see, we're already at 22 seconds. So let's copy that, go back to here. Now what we're going to do is scroll up here to our YouTube, and it says enter YouTube URL to download it. So we're going to go click here, and we're going to click download audio. Okay, so that's actually downloading it in the background, and notice here it is.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump is putting together his cabinet and other senior roles in his administration. It's clear he has...
that we have 15 seconds. So let's go to 15, see if she's still talking.
This time...
Okay, so the main thing is because if multiple people were talking, it would screw up the sound thing. So we're going to go here to start time, and we're going to go 0, 0, 0, and then I'm going to go 0, 15. I'm going to click trim audio, and then look at it, just trimmed it right there.
Learned from the mistakes of his first term.
Okay, so we went ahead and we've got, now if we pop back over to our TTS, we can get rid of this by pressing that X, and then we just click here, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let's go to this. Okay, it's going to open this open window. So then what we got to do is we just want to find our way to where F5 is installed. So we're going to click here. Here, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see all that. Okay, then I'm going to click on clips. Okay, and it'll be the last one in the list. So we're going to click it there, and it'll load it up. Okay, and you'll see that it's loaded up here.
Is putting together his cabinet and...
Okay, so then we can go in here, and I went ahead and we removed the exclamation marks because those can kind of make it weird. Oh, here, let's get rid of that. Put a period. Get going fast. Now let's just go ahead and click our synthesize. Now you can see up here that it's doing all the stuff, it's generating, finish the transcript. So it's actually taking the sound and it's putting it into a thing for us. Okay, now let's see how it sounds.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and most understandable and relatable way to learn. Get going fast.
Okay, so that was okay. Let's do it a bit. Let's get rid of that last part. Let's just synthesize again. It really doesn't take very long to do, so we can kind of play around with it.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to...
What a great thing to do. Okay, let's put these on different lines and see if that makes a difference. And I'm going to use another model. I'm going to hit this E2. And let's try that. So if you don't like the F5, you can try the E2. They're just different voice models that are used.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and understandable and relatable way to learn.
Okay, there you go. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and use that. So what we're going to do is click here on the download, and same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and save it to the same folder that I put my other images. So now we're done with F5. So I'm going to go ahead and we can close that out. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we want to go to this site over here. And so what you can do is just do a Google search for Infinity.ai. This is a great free software. It's free for now. You get so many things per month. Okay. This is a really cool thing, Infinity.ai. So you just need to sign up for a free thing. You don't even have to sign up. You can actually just use it as is. And this is a lip syncing thing. So here again, you can see the stuff that I've made in the past.
I want to tell you about Get Going Fast.
Okay, so same thing. It gives you some stuff. You can just use their things on here. If you don't sign in, I think you can do like 3-second videos. But basically, it gives you 8 minutes a month of stuff that you can upload. If you click on your pricing over here, you're going to see that they've got a free plan. You get 480 credits, which is basically 8 minutes. Okay. And then if you pay $8, you get 20 minutes and so on. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and use the free plan. Click generate. And then what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and upload my own image. So I'm going to click there. And then you don't need to see it. It's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the image we made. So you can see it's uploaded. We did a number on that poor lady. Okay, so we're going to use this. Okay, now this is the standard video sound it's got.
You are the coolest, most beautiful person I have ever met.
Oh, that's so very sweet of you. So I'm going to, you could also just do some basic stuff, but we're going to click text to speech. We're going to upload the audio. Well, actually, I should have kept that other window open, and I'll show you why. But we're going to go ahead and upload our wave.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast?
Because we actually wanted to type it down here. So I could have copied it from the F5 thing, but I closed it. So I'll just transcribe it.
What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and understandable and relatable way to learn.
It's the easiest and fastest and most relatable way to learn. Okay, so that's going to help it to track with the stuff. Okay, we can just skip over to submit to queue. So I'm going to go ahead and crop face. It's just going to bring it as close as it needs to be. Now, sometimes you get some wild stuff, like you'll notice down here, her lips go a little bit nutty at a minute, but that holds the head thing down. But I want to go ahead and let her head move around. So I'm going to keep that undone. Looks like we could make more pixels, but 1000 is good enough. So let's go ahead and we're going to click submit to queue. Okay, so we didn't need to click the generate audio. That was pre-recorded stuff. So it takes just a minute. So I guess we'll pause it here and be back. Because I'm not certain how long it takes. I don't want you to wait too long. So let's pause it and we'll be right back to check on this. Okay, and it's back up. That took like maybe 2 minutes. I don't even know it took that long. So let's go ahead and play it and let's see how it worked out.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and understandable and relatable way to learn.
That's really good. All right, let's watch it again.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great thing to do. We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest and understandable and relatable way to learn.
That's really good. All right, so I'm going to click here, and then let's just download it. And I'll download it to the same place. And then let's go ahead and pop it up into our browser here for you. I'm actually really pleased with that. If I could find this. Okay.
Have you heard of Get Going Fast? What a great... We all like to work with AI, and this is the easiest and fastest. And
that's really good. Her brows are going up and down. That's really good animation. And her cheeks are going in. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty groovy.
What a great thing to do. We all like...
We could have made a higher generation of this too. That's great. This is really good. I'm very, very pleased with that. So that was through Infinity.ai, studio.infinity.ai, and you get free stuff for a while. So there we went ahead and did it. We went ahead, used a workflow where we generated the initial image using our SwarmUI and Flux. We then took it and threw it into MagicQuill and just played around with it for a while. Then we went over to F5, got a voice that we wanted, threw it in there, created some text. And then we went over to Infinity.ai, signed up for a free account, and we tossed it in and made a very cool thingamajigger. And it took us a while because I was playing around, but really it didn't take that long to do that all. It's a very fast workflow, all free stuff, all open source stuff. So again, you can get the vast majority of the stuff over here. You just go to patreon.com/cognibuild and you just click on collections, member exclusive software, okay? And you can find all this stuff here except for Stability AI under here. Or else you can just click on search posts as well. But you go under here, you can get all sorts of good stuff. Okay, there's your MagicQuill. There's your Cobalt, all sorts of things. So you can get that over here. If you join it as a member, you can download it all. You can download it all. Not just one, you can download it all. So very cool. But there you have it. We have made our way through that. That is great. I am very pleased with the results. And of course, we didn't spend much time on that. You could spend as much time as you want and you could make super results. If we could do that well with putting not very much effort into it, imagine what you could make if you put some real effort into it. If you have the vision and you want to do it. And we did that all without spending a dime. Okay? Other than the membership. And then you got everything. So, all right. Well, you guys hang in there. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up. I'm happy to talk with you. You can find me on the Discord. You can find me on Reddit. You can find me on YouTube. I'm around. You can get hold of me. Share your work with me. Come over to the Discord and share what you're doing. Share the Safe for Work stuff. I'd love to see it. And in the meanwhile, you guys hang in there. Keep plugging along. And as usual, we'll see you the next time. Yo.